Let's go.
Behind the dazzling lights of the global entertainment industry, the relationship between Kim Taehyung and Jeon Jungkook continues to capture the attention of fans around the world. As members of BTS, they have spent years growing together under intense schedules, worldwide fame, and constant public scrutiny. Yet, despite all of that, their interactions still feel genuine, warm, and deeply natural. Almost as if there is an unspoken understanding that connects them beyond what is visible. What makes their dynamic so fascinating is not grand gestures or dramatic moments, but rather the quiet consistency of small actions that seem effortless yet meaningful. Taehyung appears to have his own subtle way of showing care toward Jungkook. It is not always expressed through words, but through presence, awareness, and attention to detail. These moments often pass quickly, but they leave a lasting impression on those who notice them closely. In many situations, whether on stage or behind the scenes, Taehyung can be seen naturally gravitating toward Jungkook. Sometimes it is just a brief glance, as if checking on him without making it obvious. Other times, it is simply standing nearby, sharing the same space in a way that feels instinctive rather than intentional. These seemingly insignificant actions carry a sense of familiarity, as though being near each other has become second nature over time.
I gotta make it in this life. Whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right.
One of the most talked about aspects among fans is the way Taehyung looks at Jungkook. There is something about his gaze that feels different, softer, more attentive, and often filled with an emotion that is difficult to define. It does not appear staged or exaggerated. Instead, it feels spontaneous, as if it reflects genuine admiration, pride, or even quiet reassurance. These fleeting moments often become the center of attention because they seem to reveal something deeper beneath the surface. Their physical closeness also plays a role in how their relationship is perceived. Taehyung does not hesitate to be near Jungkook, whether that means casually leaning in, lightly touching him, or simply staying within close proximity. What stands out is how natural this closeness feels. There is no awkwardness or hesitation, only a sense of ease that suggests a strong level of trust and comfort between them. For many fans, this kind of interaction speaks louder than words. At times, Taehyung also appears highly attuned to Jungkook's emotional state. In moments where the atmosphere shifts or Jungkook seems slightly different, Taehyung often responds in subtle ways. He might try to lighten the mood with a playful remark, or quietly remain nearby as a form of silent support. This sensitivity suggests a deeper understanding, one that goes beyond surface-level friendship and enters a space where emotions are recognized without needing to be spoken aloud. Their playful dynamic adds another layer to their relationship. Taehyung's naturally expressive and mischievous personality often comes out when he interacts with Jungkook. He teases, jokes, and creates light-hearted moments that feel spontaneous rather than rehearsed. Jungkook, in turn, responds with the same level of comfort, creating an exchange that feels balanced and genuine. These interactions highlight not only their closeness, but also the joy they find in each other's presence. As time has passed, fans have also noticed a sense of growth in their dynamic. From their early days to the present, their bond appears to have matured while still maintaining its core warmth. The playful energy is still there, but it is now accompanied by a quieter, more grounded form of support. This evolution reflects not only their individual growth, but also the strength of a connection that has been nurtured over time. Taehyung's support for Jungkook is not always loud or obvious, but it is consistently present. In important moments, He may not step forward in a noticeable way, yet his presence alone seems to carry meaning. Sometimes, simply being there, without words, without gestures, is enough to convey a sense of reassurance. In an environment as demanding as the entertainment industry, this kind of silent support can be incredibly significant. Fans often describe their relationship as something that feels real and unforced. It does not rely on exaggerated expressions or constant interaction to prove its existence. Instead, it reveals itself in brief, unplanned moments, shared glances, quiet laughter, or subtle shifts in attention. These are the details that fans hold on to, analyzing and appreciating them in ways that go beyond surface-level observation. This ongoing fascination also reflects the emotional connection fans feel toward them. Every small gesture can spark conversations, interpretations, and even debates. Yet, what remains consistent is the sense that what they are witnessing is authentic. There is no clear indication that these interactions are performed for an audience. On the contrary, many moments feel so natural that they seem to exist independently of the cameras. In the end, the so-called secret way Taehyung treats Jungkook may not be a secret at all. It is not defined by a specific pattern or formula, but by a series of small, consistent actions rooted in sincerity. It is found in the way he pays attention without drawing attention, in the way he supports without needing recognition, and in the way he remains present without making it obvious. Their relationship serves as a reminder that meaningful connections are often built on the simplest things. A glance, a smile, a shared moment of silence. These can carry more weight than grand declarations. And perhaps that is why fans continue to watch so closely, finding beauty in the quiet details that might otherwise go unnoticed. No matter how much time passes, the dynamic between Taehyung and Jungkook continues to feel special. There is always something new to notice, something subtle to interpret, and something meaningful to take away. In a world that often moves too quickly, their connection stands out as something steady, sincere, and quietly powerful. An unspoken story that continues to unfold, one small moment at a time. So what do you think? Are these just simple moments between close members of BTS? Or do they mean something more? Which Taehyung and Jungkook moment is your favorite? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.